Hello boys and girls, welcome to the second video for Wolfenstein 3D. And today I will go play Operation Eisenfaust. Well, it was already said at the end of the first episode that some undead soldiers were seen, or undead experiments. Now, I will now play the easiest mode. I've gone too rusty. I have finished this before on the highest difficulty mode, but I've gone too rusty when it comes to Wolfenstein to play all episodes on the Dead Incarnate mode. They chose this setup to make it a bit more darker. Well, the theme of the first level is also the national anthem of Nazi Germany, the Horst Kessel Lied. And here you see they are actually undead soldiers. And the biggest problem that makes them pretty hard to fight is that they are master ambushes. Those Sturmabteilung soldiers will always yell halt, which sounds more like can't even mimic it. And of course the blue soldiers will always say Schuhstaffel. These undead guys will say nothing at all. And that makes them very dangerous, as you quite often don't realize they are on your toes. There was a secret passage here somewhere, I thought. Or was this the wrong room? It was the wrong room. And this is the exit to the secret level, which is on episode 2, also located on the first level. That will no longer be the case in the other episodes. None of them have their secret level on level 1. Only the first 2 do. Now this level is pretty simple in its setup, as here is already the exit. Which is a bit Dutchified English, I realize. But Misa don't care. But before going into the exit, let's pick a poke more around, shall we? Yes, the regular soldiers can also be found. Of course, my mission for Operation Eisenfaust is to fight my way through the undead soldiers created by the evil mad scientist Dr. Scaps. Time to this. That means that I found a secret passage, but that I can't open it from this side. But I just wanted to demonstrate it. And in the end I have to destroy the doctor himself. Now, I do not know if the Nazis actually tried a scientific way to perform necromancy. But I do know that the Nazis are known for their hideous medical experiments. And that is basically what this particular mission is based upon. Yeah, it is a quite long corridor, isn't it? Very good to get disoriented. Yeah, RSS soldiers here. Of course, it's that I'm now playing on the easiest difficulty setting. But there is only one. Under the highest, there would be 3 or 4, some I think, I don't really remember, but at least there would be more. Now there is a secret passage somewhere here. Yeah, another. And this room I've been in before. This is where I demonstrated the secret passage could not be opened from the side I was on. Hence this dead SS soldier. And now I just have a shortcut out. Another thing that makes those undead soldiers pretty nasty is that they don't have to aim. They can shoot fire right away by just waving their arms. These dead soldiers are never properly explained in the official documentation, but many fans believe they did find an explanation for them. You will find a few more dead Stormabteilung soldiers that you may not have killed yourself. And mostly close to places where undead soldiers can be found. The uniform the undead soldiers are wearing suggests that they may actually be American soldiers. And that they were taken to the laboratory of Dr. Scaps for his mad science. Which would make sense, as of course using the corpses of your enemies for that seems a lot more convenient. However, despite them being under the full control of Dr. Scaps, it is suggested that they may still have something of their actual minds intact. And that they can therefore still be violent towards the Nazi soldiers. Of course, I have never seen any official backup for that theory. All I can say about it is that it makes perfect sense. guess I've taken most out of this level. No more point in staying around here. That is the nasty part. I don't know when that guy activated. But he was following me around ever since. Oh yeah, for a little kill score update. The soldiers of the Sturmabteilung are of course still 100 points. The guys from the Schuhstaffel are still 500 points. Dogs are still 200 points. And killing an undead soldier is 700 points. Which clearly means that id Software did recognize that the undead soldiers were a very nasty piece of work. Now, this secret passage is mandatory. If you don't open it, you cannot complete this level. And of course, up to now, it was all molded bronze. From here, it looks a bit better. And not counting the secret level, it's also from this point that you will actually need regular soldiers. Oh. It was something that I didn't expect when I played this game the first time. I must admit that. I was actually expecting that it would be only the undead fellows here. Now, of course, except for the secret level of the 6th episode, you will only find these undead guys in this episode. Of course, I'm not counting the Spear of Destiny, where they can account it in the secret levels and from level 11 onward. Now this level is actually pretty straightforward. Now don't expect me to do anything like I will do the hardest difficulty if I get to the 10,000 or more likes. But I'm not planning to do any challenges like those. Zet Soestaffel. Oh, was it you?
Mein Leben!
Dein Leben ist nicht wichtig für mich. Nur mein Leben ist wichtig für mich. Yeah, from the secret passage onward, this was basically a pretty classic level. I would also have seen it in the first episode. Well, that will change a bit from this point on. Now we will just get the undead guys and the normally living guys mixed up. I thought I heard a second one. Yeah, there he is. Well, let's see. Now this level has a bit of a confusing setup. This is the first level in which I cannot just get by getting the golden key. This door requires the silver key. This one will open though. To be honest, I did find the secret passage leading to the other side of those pillars. I honestly don't remember how to get there. I don't think it's here. Yep. Not really important. Now this was just optional, here's another golden lock. Yes, they're quick. Very quick. Well, I have the silver key now, so I can hit the exit. Will all levels be like this? Having to find both keys? Well, no. There are some levels in which you only need one of them. There are also levels in which you don't need any keys at all. Or where finding the key and opening the door is just the beginning. Yeah, one of the few levels in the easy mode where you immediately have to shoot. In the hard mode, this will be even more terrible, of course. Yeah, I wonder what the purpose of this is. A bit of waste of doors, as the game only supports 64 doors. The doors, I already explained that they have a very important function. And due to that, they do require more memory than you might initially think. And this is just coded in plain C. With very limited resources. It's not exactly the OOP style stuff where you can have a random amount of objects. And even if the language would support it as C++, this of course already exists at the time. And C++ does offer a lot in this regard, but even that would not help as the memory was still limited. I mean, we only had 640 kilobytes at the time. And all else requires different memory settings, known as Enhanced Memory System, otherwise EMS. And you had Extended Memory System, otherwise known as XMS. It was always one hell of a job to get it all properly configured. That of course all ended when DOS 4GW came out, as it took all the memory trouble out of hands and just gave the coders one big hump of memory. And that was also one of the reasons why Doom was suddenly possible, and many other games. Yeah, in the hard mode there will be an undead guy here. Halfway already. Not much to this level once you get the hang of things. This level can be terrible if you play it on the higher difficulty settings. Also because this level has a kind of design flaws that the game creators did not properly take into mind. Like here. Now you don't see him because I'm playing the easy mode. If you play on the Death Incarnate level, there would be an SS soldier stationed here. But due to this guy also being deaf, the line of sight rejection system would fail, causing the SS soldier to be completely blind and not see me at all unless I shoot him. I guess the game developers did not properly take that into mind and forgot to do something about it during the tests. Now level 5 is actually doable. There are a few design flaws, but nothing really serious. Level 6 will be downright terrible. All hell breaks loose. I like that smile when you pick up the chain gun. And that makes both keys. Now, something makes me think that I actually realized that design flaw. That was why this shot didn't make all hell break loose. Although I wonder why they didn't fix that in the previous sections I was in. Laziness is my guess. this was the hard mode, there would be a zombie right in front of me at the start. That doesn't happen now because this is the easy mode. And this is, well, maybe the most terrible level in, well, not all of Wolfenstein, but at least of this episode. You may soon realize why. Well, that was not my intention. Yeah, I figured I already went the wrong way. This is the least terrible part of this level. This is actually quite fun. Just being a coward, shooting him in the back. How heroic I am, but of course I said it before. In my video for the first episode, you'd be surprised what many cowardice acts by our great heroes they didn't tell you about in the history books. Well, I think I should switch from keeping left to keeping right. Hey, I'm not in the UK after all. Of course, still minding that there could still be enemies on the left. I now have a cat on my lap, so I must be careful. But this place is just a maze, and that is why I hate it so much. It's bearable now because I'm playing the easy mode. In the hard mode, this place is even more terrible. These crosses are often linked to Nazism because Nazi Germany used them. Actually, these crosses have a history much wider than that. I have seen them in many things that are absolutely not linked at all to Nazi Germany. So it was only fitting that the Nazis would use those crosses as well. The exact meaning I don't know. There are many things I don't know. Not gonna wait for that guy. Nice place to save. These kinds of rooms are for me a bit of a safe haven. After all, that door is the only place that enemies would be able to come from. Yeah, this seems nice. A key and a stormabteilung soldier with his back turned to you. Well, this is a trap. See what I mean? You want 3 doors around you, and all of them have a Schustaffel soldier. Glad that this is the easy mode now, that there is only 3 of them. There will be many more in Death Incarnated. I think that there would be 9 then. 3 behind each door, after all, makes 9. Simple math. Although I don't know if its software follows this math. That I have used more or less. That's
Mein Leben!
Jewels! How nice. I always wonder why people value those things so much. And of course now I need to be in the blue area. That one is just a trap, this one is the way to go to. Lighter elevator doors are always traps. At least when you play the official Wolfenstein levels. When you are playing levels made by other people, then that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. This might well be the shortest level in the entire history of Wolfenstein.
Mein Leben!
Very short. Of course, there is a secret passage somewhere that leads to a very large port. And you could basically consider that a kind of secret level. Now, this is the level with the most secret passages than any official Wolfenstein level. Now, I'm not going for those secret passages. I will only show you where the maze begins. That's not here. But I can tell you a few things about that maze. It is a gigantic maze in which even some specimens of Hans Gross are present, the boss of the first episode. Maybe to punish you when you would take the wrong way. The bad part about him is if you want the full kill ratio, you will have to find them and kill them. And if you would solve that maze correctly, then you would eventually find a very big sign saying Call Apogee C8 Wolf. This is very likely to be some kind of, yeah, something you could win a prize with or something. However, as editors, to not only edit the levels of Wolfenstein, but also edit the graphics used in Wolfenstein. The picture was already released, within a few days after the release of this game, causing this event to be cancelled before it was even announced. In later versions of Wolfenstein, they even removed that shield and just placed an extra life sphere instead. Downside of that is that there were already more of those shields in that maze. So you will never know if you've actually properly completed it. The battle, isn't it? Of course, the next level is level 9, and that is the boss level. Making this, well, except for the secret passage maze, the last regular level. And this is the first secret passage of the actual maze. Here you will find just some ammo and somewhere here, yeah, this is... And from here the actual maze begins. This is the first of the two maze. And then it will all be like this, and then you just gotta try and so on and so on and so on. But I will stop there as it is only going to be very, very, very boring and not very much to gain there. So let's pay Dr. Shops a visit. Nice to note, you won't really notice it now because I'm playing the easy version, but particularly in the hard version he is the strongest boss of the entire Wolfenstein 3D series. And then you really want these secret passages revealed before you start on the boss fight, or you may get yourself in trouble. He doesn't look very strong, as he just is wearing a typical doctor suit. And his weapon are syringes that he throws at you. But the damage those syringes do when they hit you is pretty strong. Causing you into an undead too if you would actually get killed by him. And he has the most HP. In the hard mode it will even be impossible to beat him in one round of ammo. In the easy mode you will need less. Yes, that's him. I always prefer not to fight him in his lab, but always more here. With this little aisle here, it is easier to outmaneuver him. you take the wrong way. Those alcoves can really be your downfall. He said, "Ugh, mein Gott in Himmel," which means, "Oh my God in heaven."
Mein Gott im Himmel!
And like I said already in the first video here, killing the boss will instantly end the game. Yes, I know this video is way shorter, not only because I used the easy mode this time, which definitely contributed, but I've also not been keen to seek out all the secret passages here. You stand at the fat, even swollen butt with body. Yeah, my record window is above the first line of text. You stand before Dr. Scarf's fat, even swollen butt with body. From here I can read it. Glad your mission is finally over. All his journals and equipment will be destroyed. Humanity is safe again from this horse of hideous mutants. Yet the Nazi atrocities continue. Thousands march into death camp, even as the Nazi's war machine falls to its knees. There's only one way to stop the madness. Mission: terminate Hitler. In episode 3, Hitler hides in his bunker as the Third Reich crumbles around him. It is your job to assassinate him, ending his mad reign. You must... you find he has escaped to the Reichstag. And there you must confront him. The Reichstag is the German parliament, or the place where the German government is, and at least it's the most important place in German politics to this very day, by the way. And then, if you like Wolfenstein, you'll love the prequel trilogy of Nocturnal missions. Well, that is not important. I am going to end this video from here. And of course, I will go to the next mission where I will have to terminate Hitler. But that will be for the next week. Same time, same channel. Bye bye.